Definitely jeffing around with Jeff today. We're jeffing around. Quit jeffing around. Quit jeffing around. Quit jeffing around. We're here driving around one of these cool old neighborhoods. The road up there was Highland, but right now I'm at Park Lake Street and Park Lake Circle. Going a detour because I guess I can't go that way. Well, I turned off. I was headed downtown again. Turned off because I saw an interesting building that I'd never seen before, a big red one, and I just wanted to drive down and take a look. We're out in the area. It's not that lake, but one of the lakes. Well, actually, no, we're a bit farther. This is nowhere close to the lake from the house from the movie Daryl or Problem Child 2. So I take that back. But we're a few miles. A couple miles. These neighborhoods are great though. Ooh. Learning to film with a gimbal on your camera is a little different. Sometimes I think I'm aimed and then I look at the camera and it's not centered at all. This is a learning curve. I can say with certainty this is the first time I have ever been on this road. And there aren't a lot of roads in this area that I haven't been on for 7 years. I was a claims photographer, and I drive all over the state of Florida, but particularly up and down the center of the state. There are not a lot of side roads I haven't been down, but I haven't been to every area of Orlando. Actually, that is the building. It's a school. I'm driving by it. I just saw the big red dome part off through the woods off of Colonial Drive. That's a big school. Off to downtown. No, I haven't showered. I woke up, my hair looked like this, so I was like, okay. Orlando is usually not the best place for parking downtown, but kind of lucked out today. I got a spot right in front of my destination. Now, I was out here yesterday, right in front of this building, Orange County Regional History Center, but I decided, this deserves its own video. I wanted to check it out yesterday, but decided to hold off. We were in front of there yesterday with the gator statues. Today, we are definitely jeffing around with Jeff. Follow along with me. This is jeffing around. All right, before we go in, gonna take a little detour, do a little walk around first. Go hit a pizza spot I stopped by yesterday. Looked pretty good. Haven't had like a walk-in downtown pizza by the slice type of place in a long time. I want to see something. Does this spin? It does not spin. It does look like a globe and like it might spin, so hey, it was worth a try. Now off for some pizza. Some really cool views to admire from right here in front of the History Center. And there's that taco cat again. It's just not spelled right, because you can't spell it backwards and have it still be Taco Cat when you put a K in there. It's all AstroTurf. Is this the Brady Bunch yard? And right beside the History Center is the back end Wall Street Plaza. Yeah, the Wall Street Cantina down there. It's just a little alleyway. I used to love coming out there. I remember this restaurant right here. It used to be a really cool bar. I don't recall its name. It was the first time I ever tried snake wine. I don't know what kind of liquor it was, but was not dissimilar to the taste you'd expect from straight up rubbing alcohol, and it had a cobra in the bottle. After that, I later acquired a bottle of it on eBay, and we used to drink it at my house. Friends, nobody was able to handle it without throwing up, except for maybe 1 or 2 occasions. Yeah, it is not good, but it was at this bar, or whatever it used to be. Also, right here in this spot, there was a stage set up one night, and I actually saw Flogging Molly perform in this Wall Street alley. It was packed with people. It was a really cool time. And then, as my life would intertwine with Flogging Molly again, I did see them several times. They became a big part of my life as I, along with my fiance, Susie, we went on the very first Flogging Molly Salty Dog Cruise. This was back in 2015, and I proposed to her on that first stop in Nassau, Bahamas. I told that story in another vlog, the one where I'm walking around the abandoned Fashion Square Mall. Not quite abandoned, but very empty mall. So yeah, Flogging Molly entered my life there too, but just to see him in this alley, that was a really cool show. I think I might have wound up on somebody's YouTube video that night if they uploaded it, because I was quite drunk and slam dancing in this alley and bouncing all over the place, and somebody was filming me that I didn't know, so I've never seen it, but it could be out there. Doesn't look like I'll be able to sit in this seat made for very larger people. Fun fact, I'm 5'4". Often end up sitting in seats and I can't touch the ground. Got made fun of it a lot. I mean, called shrimp, short shit, my whole life. Dwarf, the M word. So I feel I should be able to use that one. But I don't anymore. It is a fun word. I do miss that one. This looks cool. Bellhop. Maybe they'll let me take a look inside. Door wasn't open. The Social's still around. I didn't realize. I used to see a lot of shows there at the Social over the years. Before that, it was Sapphire Supper Club. There's that cool art installation with the lights I walked through yesterday. And by the way, I just jaywalked. I don't even care, man. I'm crazy. Don't you know I'm loco? You know you're messing with SA? One thing you don't know about me, I don't mind jaywalking. Do a little repeat. Oh, I knocked the camera. This is pretty cool. I like this thing. And here's where we're going. Gitto's or Gito's Pizza.
How are you doing today, sir?
Good. I haven't been in here in so many, at least 10 years. Oh, I remember this pizza was so good.
for you, boss?
No, thank you.
Comes with it.
Oh, okay.
I got bottled water or Pepsi water.
Dr. Pepper? I forgot they had this. And how rare it is to see pizza places with a nice dining room that you can still sit at. That's like a relic of the past, the way it's becoming. Awesome. Really cool. Very nice.
So she says, no, they stopped doing inscription as well. She said, I thought that was an organization thing, you know? So I'm like, you know, was it regular or was it?
This is kind of cool. Down into the kitchen and entryway. Jesus was here. That's Jesus' signature.
Do the same thing, you know? Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, you know, or they'll say, okay, we got something here, you know, and then we get a chance.
You got the 2 slices?
Not bad. 2 slices and a drink. That needs to go in the middle. Much better.
We got here like 2 minutes.
Okay. Gonna sit here right by Bonnie. By this guy. It doesn't look like Clyde. I don't think that's him. Looks like a fake. That's a weird looking mustache. Looks drawn on, but it doesn't at the same time. I went with the lasagna and the spicy Bianco. Let's try this. Lasagna. Ooh. Crunch. That is quality crust and toppings. There's that crunch with the bite. Let's try that. Spicy Bianco. It's really good. Yeah, my usual go-to. I'm trying a new place now. This isn't new, but it's been a long time, so it's kind of new. Usual go-to. Gotta try a slice of cheese and a slice of pepperoni. Those are the basics. I didn't actually see those. I probably would have gone with them. Do you remember the barbecue chicken pizza being really good here? And there's one with pepperoni and bacon that I used to love, which I don't usually get bacon on pizza, but it was good here. I remember. Garlic knot. What do you think, Bonnie? You like it? I think Bonnie likes it. rarely drink soda anymore, so I was kind of torn and confused when he asked what do I want to drink. I don't usually get a drink. Almost went with Mountain Dew. Went with Dr. Pepper. Jesus, guy eats here a lot.
This is my girlfriend from Texas, one all the time, and then another friend of hers from Texas.
Oh, I totally stumbled.
Everybody keep on stumbling.
And up here.
Oh. And then-
Jesus eats here every day, I guess. He really
and
likes
then
to
this is,
vandalize the walls, too.
part of the, yes.
When in Rome, or
Oh,
when in
yeah,
Orlando.
so it was in this, yeah.
And there we have it.
Everywhere.
Jeffing around.
So,
Not
this brother
an
here,
easy thing to write on the texture of this wall.
he always used to go to-
Right under the, what is that, Van Gogh?
we weren't in each other's
Here's the bar, just right into the entrance here. And right by Frank, which you'll later learn in another vlog that I actually have a family connection to. I'm not related to him, but there's some interesting tie-in there. So we ate right next to Bonnie, the infamous Bonnie and Clyde. She was a killer. That's called a tie-in to something related to what we're about to see. What's funny, now that I'm looking at it from the outside, that's where we were. All that's a sidebar on the upstairs. Oh, my finger's out of frame. That patio, when I was upstairs looking at that gap, looking down over the kitchen, that's directly on the other side of that wall. So maybe I guess that's the only way to exit it. I didn't see anything from the dining patio. That seemed bricked off. I don't know how they get out there. And we're back where we started. Feels like I was just here yesterday. Wait a minute. I was here just yesterday. I really love this statue. I always have. And I love the actual photo that it's based off of. Let's go in. I've only been here once before. I don't remember how long ago it was, and I don't recall if it was on my own out of interest or if I came in here back when I was a college student, coming here for extra credit for a class. I did step inside yesterday just in the lobby. But let's go in. Tickets are only $10. Let's take a quick look in the gift shop. All kinds of old historical info books on the area. Get you some shirts. Bracelets. If you're running low on socks, always remember they have them at the History Center. Of course, I only buy my clothes at Cracker Barrel. Florida Cracker. We prefer saltine Americans, sir. Pals, oranges and grapefruit. I would agree. Flamingo. Every time I see a flamingo, I think of my buddies in Flamingo Nosebleed. And I would think of that when I'd see Adam's videos whenever he'd show a flamingo. And then one day I'm watching a video that he'd recorded showing his own home and his collection. And wouldn't you know it, he's got a sticker of Flamingo Nosebleed. My buddy. So I was like, man, he probably knows Jake and Phil. They probably played shows together. It's not Florida without oranges. Now, the girl at the desk where I got my ticket suggested that people start at the 4th floor and work their way down, as the 4th floor is the older history, and as you work your way down, you work your way into the more current history. Oh, look at this. Oh, for a second I thought I was actually looking at a capsule, but that does not appear to be a real one. Or is it? It's a recreation, yeah. We're just in the hallway. Set my camera on there. It's a slanted angle, but let's see if I can get myself in here. Yeah, we're going to space. Oh, controls over here. Let's flip the camera around. I'll take you there. All right, that's enough shenanigans. Now, this building that we're in, this museum, was actually once the Orange County Courthouse. It's been about 25 years, she said. I was asking the actual time frame since it's been used now, and believe it or not, in this very building in 1979, one of the most infamous trials in American history took place. More on that later. It opened up, but I forgot to show the polar bears. Thank you. Oh, we got elevator opening on both sides. He's going to 5, I'm going to 4. 5 is just offices, so this guy must work there.
Thank you.
Well, because she said 5th floor is only cuticles.
Yeah, well, there's a research center up there, too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Off we go. To Temecula style canoe. Discovering a paradise. It's like outdoors, but it's indoors. What? This guy doesn't look so hot. You need a water there, fella? I think he might be dehydrated. You should probably get some shoes too, man. But this guy's seen his fair share of weirdos come through here. You can almost see past his loincloth. That's kind of funny. Sorry to get all weird and pervy there. I hear lions, tigers, bears. Oh my! Out for blood. Mosquitoes. Just like people, mosquitoes love warm, wet weather. It's no surprise that Florida is home to 32 species, more than any other state. Because mosquitoes are annoying and spread diseases like malaria, DDT was used to control them after World War II. DDT was cheap and effective, but harmed fish and fish-eating birds like brown pelicans and ospreys. So today, safer chemicals keep mosquito populations in check without harming Florida's environment or disrupting its food chain. We just learned something. Don't say I never taught you anything, because I just did. I'm already through. I just walked around. That wasn't a very big exhibit. Let's go to the other side. This guy's collecting oranges. Yeah, buddy. Like I said before, wouldn't be Florida without oranges.
We were notified by the federal government that this grove and all other groves in the territory went under quarantine on midnight, May 31st. It is unfortunate that conditions have become so demoralizing.
Packers at Holly Hill Fruit Products in Davenport, Florida used the tickets in this box to identify which worker packed each crate of citrus.
Thus began 2 decades of hardships and uncertainty for citrus growers. The Mediterranean fruit
Orange Bird. That's one of Adam Lewis' favorite mascots. I always liked that guy. Well, Adam, but I meant the Orange Bird right there when I said it. I like both of them, although I did not know Adam other than through his videos. Did this gun shoot the sheriff? According to family lore, this is the gun that murdered Sheriff Dave Meisel on February 21st, 1870. Story goes that Andrew Jackson, quote, Jack Barber, fled Florida with Old Mose Barber before Sheriff Evans' posse could get its hands on them. Eventually, Jack Barber returned to Florida and passed this gun to his daughter, Susan. Though he told her it was the gun that fired the fatal shot, he didn't say who pulled the trigger. But did it really? The Piper Arms Company, a Belgian gun exporter, manufactured this shotgun. Its patented double-barrel design in 1881. In the 1890s, you could buy these guns from Montgomery Ward and Sears catalogs for $15 or about $400 in today's dollars. It was a handsome gun to hold down the homestead in 19th century Orlando, but it's at least 11 years too young to have slain Dave Meisel. Does it matter? Family lore is powerful. Whether or not the gun killed the sheriff, it's an important symbol of progress and reconciliation. The descendants of the Barbers and the Meisels laid down their arms years ago, and its donation to the History Center formally ends the feud. Now, I can also tell you who else didn't shoot the sheriff. It was not Bob Marley. But did he shoot the deputy? No, he did shoot the sheriff. He did not shoot the deputy. Yeah, or Eric Clapton, maybe. Bob Marley could have been covering for Eric Clapton, and Eric Clapton felt so guilty about it, and that's why he did the cover years later to really come forward himself. Who did shoot the sheriff? I shot the sheriff all around in my hometown. They're trying to track me down. They say they want to bring me in guilty for the life of a deputy. But I say, bam, 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 boom, 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 boom. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. These two, are they fighting over the laundry? They're smiling, so maybe they're having fun. But at first glance, they look like they're arguing over whatever it is they're holding. What's that you say? I said it's yours if you want it, baby. Well, go ahead, take it. No, you take it. I don't want it. Okay, well, I'm going to keep holding it. I'm going to keep holding it, too. Okay. I love you. Love you, too, baby. That was nice of them. I think they made up. Onward we go. This isn't really... Oh, is there more this way? Otherwise, it's not that big of a museum per floor. Looks like we covered the whole 4th floor. Now wait till you see the 3rd floor. Ooh. Fuselage. Mickey. Look at that. There goes the monorail. Grand Floridian. Epcot. Magic Kingdom, I think. Contemporary. Remember opening October 1971. So if you watched yesterday's video, since we're here talking about Disney, Orangeburg again. Figment. I always liked how Figment was one of Adam's favorites. He was always my favorite character. I loved the journey into imagination ever since I was a kid. It was the first time I ever remember. You remember those little square metal things with the plastic on top? Hundreds of pins. You'd put your hand there and it would stay in the shape. They had a table so it wouldn't keep shape, but like you could put your hand up underneath it. It's the first time I ever saw any one of those. And that song, Imagination, it was stuck in my head for ages. And my favorite band, Screeching Weasel. Jughead, the guitarist, he would often play wearing a Figment hat. And I know that's a band that Adam also knew and liked because I heard him talk about them in a video. And I always wanted to ask him about Screeching Weasel, and watching a video now I know. I know that he was aware. So I stopped telling my story because other people came in. What I was saying, if you were watching yesterday, I talked about how my mom's cousin. So my mom's cousin was one of the original Mouseketeers back in the old days when it was shot in black and white, and Annette Funicello was in. She came in the second season. Her name was Lynn Fields, but they already had a Mouseketeer named Lynn, so she had to go by her middle name, which was Bonita. So she became the Mouseketeer known as Bonnie. Now, I mentioned that she was in a lot of old musicals with Elvis. She was in Kissing Cousins. She was one of the Kitty Hawks in the background. She didn't have any big parts in any of the musicals. She was usually a background dancer. She was in Bye Bye Birdie, Funny Girl. I'll look up a list. I know she was in more. But, so my mom went and visited her while she was a Mouseketeer. And Disneyland Park was pretty new. And they went to Disneyland together. A voice comes up behind them, says, "Hello, Bonnie." They knew it was somebody associated with the parks because nobody else called her Bonnie. You turn around, and it's Walt Disney. And Walt Disney gave my mom and her cousin Mouseketeer a private tour around Disneyland. I wanted to tell that one to Jacob yesterday. I missed telling him that. But yeah, that's one I would have loved to have been able to tell Adam. That would have blown his mind. But yeah, so my mom got a private tour around Walt Disney World from Walt Disney himself. How cool is that? I'll let you in on another little teaser, something I alluded out when we showed Frank Sinatra, and I said there was a connection there. I'll get more into that in a vlog. So my uncle, not a blood-related uncle, was married to my mom's other sister. One of her sisters was on the Beverly Hillbillies. The other sister was married to a producer Stephen Deutsch. Now it's Stephen Simon. He changed his name. He was adopted. Deutsch was the adopted name. Simon was his biological name, so he changed it back. But my Uncle Steve, growing up, his godfather was Frank Sinatra. More stories about that later. Not this video later, another video later. And that's another story I wish I could have shared with Adam, especially some of the stories that I heard in connection with that. Check this out. Airplanes flying in. Let's go over the glass a little bit. It's really weird holding a gimbal. Can't quite control this thing like I'd like. Let's get a little more practice on this thing. Let's zip it around. Whoop. Now let's try. Orlando downtown. Magic Kingdom. Let's see Universal. Very cool.
Even today, Florida's lakes alligator
Mama. Let's turn this around. Whoa. That's really weird. Hand Tourist Camp. In 1920, the Hand Tourist Camp opened in Orlando on a 20-acre site between East South Street and East Central Boulevard to stay competitive. Harry Hand continually improved the park, adding 12 cabins in 1926, a time when tourists were transitioning away from tents. Interesting. Never heard of it. Cypress Gardens. I remember going there when I was a kid, seeing the water ski shows, seeing the monkeys, and they sometimes jump on the boat. Tourist recreation, Big Tree Park. What? We used to have big trees here. Sorry, that's off-centered. Kind of reading and not looking at the camera. Hey, I'm working at my camera work. I was a photographer for a while, point and shoot, not a videographer. We're gonna go here one of these days. I've been there before, Buck Tower. Pretty soon, we'll go check it out for a video. St. John's. Don't know what that is in there. Look at this from this side. Downtown. Disneyland. Disneyland. Is it about time? Finally. Back up to the third floor after a little bit of a disappointing realization, and this video is taking a turn that is unexpected. This has turned into a debunk video. So, this was the main event. This courtroom, and I'd seen in other videos, supposedly in 1979, the Ted Bundy trial took place here. Now, it was supposed to be that this was the actual courtroom that the Bundy trial took place in. Even the other day, I just watched one of Adam Lewis' videos in here of touring this museum and the Ted Bundy courtroom. Now, I walked in here and I thought it looked a little different, so I did some inquiring down front. Now, apparently, this signature is not real. It used to have a plastic plaque on in Adam's video. Supposedly this building was where the Ted Bundy trial took place. It is not. The woman, the girl at the desk wasn't the one. I had her go get a superior who's been here a long time, and she told me, it's been debunked. This is not Ted Bundy's signature. somebody did that and they went with it for a while. In fact, he was never tried in this room. He was tried in the annex out front, which no longer exists. I'll show you where that was, but that was the whole purpose of coming here. So, I hate to do it, but I had to debunk an Adam video. But Adam didn't try and deceive anyone. He was fooled just as everyone was fooled. And still sit there for posterity. I'm actually not supposed to be up here. Well, you can be in the room, but I moved that. You used to be able to get up there. No, I didn't. It was like that when I got here. Told you I was a bad boy. Rebel. Well, we're here in the Ted Bundy courtroom, and it wasn't the Ted Bundy courtroom. So you mind telling me about the Bundy signature?
Yeah, while Bundy was tried in the annex to the courthouse, it no longer exists. Unfortunately, the signature we have carved into the table here in our historic 1927 courtroom is not authentic. Some wag or wit did it unscrupulously, so it's not authentic.
I saw a video, and it had a plastic covering over it. So was it being billed as Bundy's signature for a
I
while?
think there was a time when people were trying to play that up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a sad realization, but thank you. I hate to debunk an Adam the Woo video, but he was fooled just like we were.
Take care.
There you have it. Let's see what they got on floor 3. They tricked us, Adam, and everybody out there. Animation Land. Let's see what they've got here. Welcome. Well, it's not very smart. What if I was a vampire? You just invited me right in. Gosh. Idiot. That's a pencil dog. Pencil wiener dog. That's Animation Land part isn't really all that. Okay, it's innovative. What's the word I'm looking for? Interactive stuff for the kids. Okay, I thought it was gonna be like Disney and stuff, but we already saw Disney. But we're seeing Disney again. I thought it was gonna be more like this. Stitch. I don't see light projected anywhere though. Not impressed with this floor. These are really cool. That's the downtown train station where I met Jacob at yesterday. Where I surprised Jacob at yesterday. Met sounds like he was expecting it. He was not. I feel kind of bad. I think I threw him off a little bit. You know, he's socially anxious, kind of like me. So if you're watching, sorry, Jacob. Although you didn't seem to mind. The Art of the Highwayman. There was a band, supergroup, probably the first one, before the Traveling Wilburys, called the Highwaymen. I think it was Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, and Chris Christopherson, who played Whistler in Blade. To be honest, I don't get too excited on smaller museums where I gotta read a lot. I'm too ADD and pretty sure I'm on the spectrum. I'm tactile, I'm tangible, visual. I like to see cool stuff. And this museum lost a ton of cool pointage upon the discovery that that is not the Ted Bundy courtroom. But it's still worth checking out. It's not expensive, $10. Orlando, Florida, 1884. Like tilting it straight down there is the lobby. Not an exit, but it looks like it used to be. We're in between the first and second floors. I'm guessing that's where you used to enter the courthouse. Down to the first floor. It looks like the polar bear, and this thing's all there is to the first floor. It doesn't seem there's any exhibits down here. And away we go. Back out into civilization and into the sunshine. Oh! It is bright. So out here, this area, see, here's the courthouse. There's all this, she said was the annex. So here was the courtroom, the court building that housed the courtroom of the Ted Bundy trial. It no more exists. Unfortunately, that has been disproven today. Just feel like this guy just kind of looking off into the sun. Ignore the fact that he's holding the gator. It's just, we're this guy right now, sitting in disbelief, but without a gator. Isn't that right, pal? I'm kind of feeling left out. I feel like I should get my own gator. Boop. If there's one thing the past has taught me, it's better to have a gator to not need it than to need a gator to not have it. So I got my own. I just came running up here. I was like, I didn't see my car, and I saw another car, and I thought it was my parking spot. I was like, did I get towed? Did I get towed? Have I been here more than 2 hours? Because I put 2 hours in the meter. My car is still there. That's Nikki Kicks. She's a Nissan Kicks. I'm not a Motley Crue fan, but I do like the name Nikki Six. So this is Nikki Kicks. 13 minutes left on the meter. All right. I guess that's a good place to end this video today. Well, thanks for jeffing around with me. If you like what you're watching, I hope you're subscribing. If you're already subscribed, I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. If you're watching this, you mean the world to me. Please coming back, or please keep coming back. I'm gonna work on my outro. Cool, 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 cool. Nope, fail, fail, fail. But here it is. Your moment is. I was about to say your moment of zen, like the Daily Show. Here it is. Your moment of ducks.